It appears that the more we relax in our efforts to tackle insecurity ravaging our country, the stronger the bandits grow to inflict pains on hapless citizens. In Katsina, bandits intensified their onslaught on several communities. During attacks on several communities between Thursday and Friday, the bandits abducted several children, killed some parents, and forced oppressed victims to release their wives and daughters for sex. Those are terrible stories to hear. Jide, they have their own colony here, and they are just behaving the way they want.
Yes. The attacks are unremitting. We're carrying out attacks across Zamfara and Katsina State. In more than 13 local governments, in at least 13 local governments in Katsina, banditry is happening almost on a daily affair. But what I find really troubling is the fact that they would now tell people to surrender their wives or their daughters. And if you see where these terrorists are flogging people, you will know that except a person is prepared to die, he will yield to their demands, because they are living in those communities with those people. It's like they have annexed those communities. They are living with
their
the
own
people.
kingdom there.
They are just there. I've seen videos of bandits
Collecting
moving
tax.
around. They are staying in community and forcing people to pay tax to them. They even appoint district heads, because once they attack an area, the district head knows that it will be the target. So they usually run to the state capital. So once they flee the area, they will now appoint their own people and tell the residents that, look, pay your tax to this person. If you love your life, pay your tax. If you don't pay, you get the flogging of your life. You could even lose your life. And then the story also shows that they would take over people's farms and turn the owners of the farms to their slaves.
To slave laborers, yeah.
So you'll be working in your own farm. You'll be tilling your field
for the bandits. To reap the
so when it's time for harvest, they will be the ones to harvest. The alternative is, okay, negotiate with us, pay us,
pay a percentage, yeah,
for you to have access to your farm and then harvest, or for you to have access to your farm and start planting. You know, the rains have begun now. Usually, once the first rain happens in the north, they know that it's signal to prepare, for the planting season, the new planting season. And the rains are actually on full swing now. Everywhere, even in Abuja, it's raining. Someone told me that for the past 4 days, it's been raining in Abuja, you know. So this is the time when people should actually escalate their work on their farms. But these boys are making life difficult for people. Did you see a video where one young boy was saying, look, you can see we look happy, all of us, we are on this field, we are working, everybody's working on his field. But if you stay here beyond 4 p.m., if you don't have 100 million, your life may be in danger. He did a video.
Where would they get 100 million from? You know, when you talk about these things, it's, some people will feel that you don't like the government of the day, but a lot of people will tell them that this is beyond, this is reality. The reality for these people, most of the time, they don't get to be reported.
Yeah,
a lot of things that transpire in these areas that being controlled by the bandits.
We've said it many times that we have a parallel government in the fringes of our country. We have bandits all sway, and nobody has been able to deny that. They may off, they may puff, but they've not been able to show us with proof that what we are saying is not true, which is rather unfortunate. Yes, the Nigerian army is doing a fantastic job, and yes, they cannot totally eliminate banditry overnight, but they still need to do more, because this is getting out of hand. And like Gide said, if they don't plant, that we are looking for farming. And somebody is already celebrating that we are the biggest rice producers on the continent. But if this thing continues to happen, we move from number 1 to 0 in no time. So what we need to do, let's do it. I commend the army, because they've been using the Tucanos to maximum effect. But Nigeria is a very large country, and we need to put more men behind the guns to see what we can do to get this matter resolved. Those denying that we have these challenges, we leave them to their faith.
Actually, when you look at the situation now for the children, for the wives, most of these people, they get to abduct them, they take them into this forest, and we've forgotten many of them.
Defile them.
And they've turned,
some of the young boys, will even become bandits themselves because they mentioned children kidnapped, taken into the bush. That's the reason why they kidnap children and young women. They need some of the young women as sex slaves, or people who cook for them in the forest and all that.
And the boys are...
And you know, when I went to Katsina the other day, one reality that I found troubling is the fact that more and more women are getting involved in this. Even the governor confirmed to me that more and more women are involved in banditry now.
Really?
There's a confession. Yes, there's a woman that was arrested.
An informant.
Yes, an informant. And the confession is already going viral.
Okay, I have Charles. Charles is calling us from Ayobo in Lagos. Thank you for joining us, Charles.
Good evening, Jideayo and
GKB.
also.
Oh, no.
Yes, what I want to say is that I think Nigeria has turned to a stock in the Committee of Nations now. You can see the video that you're screaming on your TV right now, that these people are just in an open place. That even the simplest drone locate them. For me, it's like the government knows what they are doing. Because these people can be picked up at any point in time and get them out of this world. Because these are animals. They are animals. They have their own children, and they now sort of let the federal government that they are sending. They now left their own children, their wives and children out, and they now settle them. And they are now having the opportunity to now start.
Thank you.
You know, there's a story of a woman that was raped by 40 bandits.
Yeah.
40. In fact, you can't watch. There was a particular video where the woman was saying, "No, but I'm married." He said, then the bandit said, "If you deny me sex, I'm going to kill you right here." And they filmed themselves.
It is horrible. Horrible.
They filmed themselves just sleeping with the woman. Animals. There's no other word to describe this kind of people. And the earlier they are exterminated, the better. Because I don't see, these are not, I mean, they are not, they've lost the right to remain in the human race. They've lost that.
Give us an update. What's happening to 2G? We understand. I was told that he's trying to cooperate with the authority, that he might bleed down his arm. Do you believe such measures?
We discussed this earlier, and my position is: look, anytime the Air Force appears to be getting it right in the Northwest, you find people like 2G saying they want to surrender so that the onslaught against them will stop. I've seen video of their so-called meeting to make peace, where they were saying, tell the Air Force to stop bombing us. If 2G wants to make peace, he knows what to do. Surrender even your camps, surrender everything, surrender all your guns. Then they will know that you are ready. But a situation in which they just surrender a few of their guns and they deceive us that, oh, they want to make peace, and they go back after they collected money, you've made them happy. Look about Buhari Daji, they even gave him vehicles. This Isuzu Tiger, they gave him those vehicles. They treated him like a human being. But he went back, only to be killed by Dogo Gide. A rival. It was a rival that killed him. Somebody that we've been chasing for long, we couldn't kill. It took a Dogo Gide to take him out after he stole cattle belonging to Dogo Gide's in-laws.